Hey everyone, I am back and it's Thursday evening and I am so tired. I can say it. I am tired. If you have been following me on IG, you have seen that I have been all over the place. But don't get me wrong, it's felt really good. It's felt really, really wonderful. But I think it's these moments when I realize that I gotta check not only when my body tells me I'm tired, but when my mind tells me I'm exhausted, or my heart or my soul says like, Marilena, slow it down. I have to listen to it. You know, as in the work that I've been doing for about the last 5 years, I didn't understand what that meant. I would hear about self-care, but then I wouldn't know how to apply that into my life. And so the last about 2 years have been really important on understanding what that is. And that's why I incorporate that into the Homegirl's Guide to Self-Love is self-care is important, whether as an employee, whether as a mother, as a daughter, as a homegirl, you a wife, girlfriend, and I'm all in all those spaces. It's kind of like I have to learn how to center myself to take care of my Elena. You know, I have always felt that it was selfish of me because I felt like I had to give to everybody else first. And for a long time, I forgot about me. And then I would go on a downfall. I would pick up and get loaded. I would get caught up in a horror, a toxic relationship, all kinds of things. I just didn't know how to say no. And so, but learning the importance of self-care has been really important to like this moment where I'm absolutely exhausted. And I'll say it again, exhausted. That I gotta say that you know what, tomorrow's Friday. I had said I was going to be at a meeting and I started getting a little bit frustrated about this. And then I realized, Marlena, you don't have to be there. You don't have to be at everything. And so I made a decision you know what? There's other people in leadership in that space. I just trust in it. Stay home and take care of you. And that's what leadership is about, is like being able to know when to be in the front, when to be in the middle, and most importantly, when to be in the back. So that's what I'm gonna do, So tomorrow I'm just gonna veg, spend time and drink coffee with my dog. I finally got the crystals in, my quartz crystals in for my candles. I'm gonna throw in really quick, do not forget to promote these candles because I'm still looking for a winner. We still have a long way to go on that 500 share. So please, because I really wanna be able to share these candles with all of you. So that's that. So self-care, what does that look like to me? Meditation, I meditate a lot. It really helps me to center myself, especially because I am a healer. I have an empath, so I have to learn to be able to keep myself grounded. I love to listen to music. I love to read. I love to just spend time with me, and not in the sense of I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. I like to just spend quiet time with me because that's usually when I get most creative and I'm able to decide I can make clearer decisions in my life. I like to get massages. When I started working at the organization I was at, I have insurance so I can get acupuncture. Having a conversation with my homegirl and just checking in with her and saying this is what I'm going through. There's many things. I love taking baths. Unfortunately, here in Tijuana, we don't have baths. So I've had to learn to find new ways to take care of myself. But it just changes how I show up in spaces. It changes how I show up in my parenting. It changes how I show up as a girlfriend. And so to me, I have to really make sure to balance the work, the play, and taking care of me. So I really want to make sure that when we talk about Homegirl's Guide to Self-Love, is part of self-love is learning to love yourself enough to take care of you. Another story I want to share with you is that if you saw my post, I bought myself 2 dozen roses. And the story behind that is when I started working for this amazing nonprofit a little over 2.5 years ago, I was really excited to be there. But I was also extremely intimidated because someone that comes from my background, someone that has a certain look, I realized that I didn't feel completely confident in myself. And I had to find a way to understand. And I was also at that time going through a huge traumatic experience within the work that I was doing. So I needed to find a way to show myself love. So I love roses. Roses, if you will see with Homegirls that go to Son, around me, just fill me with so much joy. They remind me of my grandma. My grandma, my mama Bill used to raise, she grew roses in her backyard. I remember the smell. They've always made me smell, like, feel really good. So what I began to do is I would go buy myself once a week a dozen roses, and I would put them on my desk. And I remember my colleagues would be like, hey, you know, Marilena, who bought you roses? Me. Because until I learned to love myself enough to do the things that I would want out of a relationship, then I can't expect that out of a relationship. I have to show my self-love first. So today I came home, like I said, utterly exhausted. My son and his girlfriend were with me when I crossed the border, and they were selling roses. And I was like, you know, I want to buy some roses. Fuck it, I'm gonna buy 2 dozen roses, and that's what I did, and I feel really good about that. It wasn't selfish. It was something for me, and I get to see beautiful things around me over the weekend. So, you know, that's just a part of like what self-love has looked like to me. And on that note, I just want to check in with you in the sense of making sure that you guys take care of yourselves. You know, we do a lot of things, whether mother, being a parent, being a girlfriend, wife, being, you know, a student, being an employee, being a member of your community. It can be exhausting. Learn to find that balance. You're worth it. So I challenge every single one of you to find one thing to do over the weekend that you love to do. Whether it's detaching from the family and plugging in some music and just being alone. Whether it's sitting outside with a cup of coffee and just connecting with your higher power. Take a bubble bath. Amazing. They change your lives if you take bubble baths. But just make sure you take care of yourself. You know, that is what has been really important so that I'm able to be in the spaces that I'm in, but as well as to be the woman who loves herself. So you all have a good night. I'm going to go rest and wait for Garfield to call me. And yeah, that's part of my self-care too. You all have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. I might do another video tomorrow. Bye.